Today on Corporate Review, join us as we explore innovative technologies, cutting-edge solutions, and timely discussions from leaders across the globe. This is Corporate Review.
Welcome to Corporate Review. I'm Jackie Bales. Parking garages and the systems that control them are becoming more and more complex as they evolve into integrated, automated command centers. TIBA Parking Systems is an industry leader when it comes to these types of solutions. It's my pleasure to welcome CEO Michael Bigby to the studio to talk about them. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Jackie. It's a pleasure to be here.
Michael, what kind of challenges do owners and operators of parking garages face these days?
Generally, Jackie, the challenges fall into two broad categories. One is financial and the other is functional. On the financial side, they've had the traditional issue of high cost of acquisition for the equipment initially, and then expensive maintenance contracts in the subsequent years to maintain the equipment. On the functional side, there are two things that are going on. One is new technologies continue to emerge. As an example, one of them is license plate recognition, but also online reservation systems, and you need to be able to integrate to those. And finally, on the functional side, we're seeing a change in the way that parking operates these days. Instead of insular by themselves garages, we're now starting to see, with these automated systems, command centers that are coming up where you have multiple facilities that are being managed from a central location.
Interesting. So on a high level, how does TIBA Parking Systems help companies with these challenges and these innovations?
On the financial side, with our ongoing focus on innovation and our continuous use of barcode technology, we have created a set of equipment that is highly reliable and mechanically straightforward. These smart devices, because they are so reliable, reduce not only the initial acquisition cost, but also the long-term maintenance costs. On the functional side, because our software is built on modern software tools, we have an open platform which lets us easily integrate to these new third-party devices, whether it's hardware or software systems. And finally, we were one of the pioneers in setting up command centers for these parking operators and facilities.
Fantastic. Well, in this on-location field report, we head to Chicago to get a first-hand look at TIBA Parking Systems in action.
Parking and revenue control systems face many challenges these days, which include reliability of the equipment, adapting to new technologies, moving from a standalone operation to a unified command center, and delivering software that is robust and yet easy to use. For over 28 years, TIBA Parking Systems has delivered superior parking and revenue control systems that deliver on all levels.
The TIBA system is unique in that we have the ability to reprint tickets and receipts and send rates to various stations throughout the garage, such as pay-on-foot stations or exit stations. Another beneficial factor is that there's no ticket stock to organize or maintain.
The way the TIBA solution helps distinguish us from other garages is the flexibility in creating different types of rates, customizing different types of group rates as well, and then the reliability of the equipment. It hasn't broken down, and service calls are minimal, if none.
TIBA Parking System software is intuitive for the end user and easily supports third-party integration, including new hardware, new online systems, and existing back-end systems, whether financial or industry-specific.
The system and the software is easy to use, especially when looking up reports, looking up different types of information on missing tickets, the monthly access key cards, and the license plate recognition. We're able to find the information easy and quick.
TIBA Parking Systems' continuous improvement process for hardware and software has reduced the maintenance requirement for their equipment by 50% or more, which is an industry exception. This, combined with the ability to easily implement new technology and business requirements, has greatly improved their customers' experience.
It greatly improves the speed of credit card processing. Our customer base is increasingly tech savvy. They enjoy the ability to scan a barcode that may have been printed at home or at work, or use their cell phones to scan in and out of the garage. The credit cards used to get stuck inside of the older pay-on-foot machines because of the credit card dip. The system has a swipe and doesn't hold the credit card inside of the pay station at all. With license plate recognition, the TIBA system allows the customers to exit the garage with or without a ticket. The license plate recognition system acknowledges that the ticket's been paid and it raises the gate for a seamless exit.
Michael, how long has TIBA Parking Systems been in business?
TIBA Parking Systems was founded in Israel 28 years ago. And in 2006, we opened the North American offices in Atlanta. And from Atlanta, we service North, Central, and South America.
Wow. What do you believe is unique about TIBA?
TIBA's software management system is built on modern software technology. This open platform allows us to quickly and easily create and incorporate new technologies and new features, thereby delivering features and capabilities to the customer in days or weeks instead of months or years, as has been the traditional case in the industry.
And the innovations that are available are just incredible. Being able to reserve a parking spot, where has that been all my life?
Those are some of the new capabilities that are coming onto the market that we have to analyze as emerging trends and adapt to them, because the world is changing in the parking world just as quickly as it is evolving and changing in other industries.
Who would you say is your customer base, essentially?
Primarily, it is parking operators and asset managers, but that truly incorporates hospitals, universities, special events, real estate owners, pretty much everywhere that you go where there is a requirement for paid parking.
And, you know, we can all think of instances where we've been in situations like hospitals or, like you say, a special event where you're driving around like crazy as the clock is ticking, 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 and you can't find a spot. So it sounds like all of these innovations really aim to end that predicament.
Part of what parking should be is a effortless action on the part of the parker. You shouldn't have to really think about it. Pull your ticket, pay for your ticket, and exit. There are multiple payment options. And especially if you think about events where there is a large number of people that are looking to quickly exit in a short period of time, the system must be able to accommodate that in a very straightforward way.
Definitely. So if I were an asset manager or a parking operator, what would make me consider your system with TIBA over others?
In the short term, it would be the financial aspects. We provide the lowest total cost of ownership or 7-year life cycle costs in the industry, and operating profits are of major concern when you're running parking operations. But additionally, you need a platform that allows you to adapt to new capabilities quickly and easily going forward. Online reservation systems is an example of that, as we've just talked about, but also new technologies, whether those are license plate recognition or automatic vehicle identification, or technologies that we may not foresee now, but that may come out in the next 5 to 10 years when these machines and devices are still in their operational life cycle.
Oh, good point. So what is an end user experience when utilizing your systems?
Fast entry, easy to pay at the payment machines, and that's both in the lobby at the pay on foot machines or at the exit. And especially at exit, if they're using a credit card to pay, generally that has taken a long period of time. And we do that in a half a second or less. Additionally, there is always a concern when you're using a credit card, when people put it into a machine, they don't have to let go of it in ours. So there's an additional sense of security, but it's also very quick.
Interesting. What type of cost savings actually comes with a TIBA system?
Cost savings generally come in two areas. The first is the initial acquisition price. And because of the ongoing innovation and the lower cost technology required for barcode tickets that we employ, by default, our equipment is lower priced on the initial acquisition. But because of the reliability of that technology, there are significant cost savings beyond the industry average of maintenance requirements in the out years. There's a saying in the industry, gate down, revenue up. And in our case, if the system is operating at capacity all the time, then you are generating revenue better, and you also leave a more pleasant experience with the customer, with the parker. Additionally, the technology lends itself to automation, which you then see as a reduction in cashiers in lane and the people that are required to operate the equipment on site, and that also translates into longer-term cost savings.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for giving us some insight into the world of off-street parking and what TIBA parking systems can do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie. It's been a pleasure.
I'm Jackie Bales for Corporate Review. Thanks for watching.